Hey guys, so why does everybody love going to It's a Small World? Is it the catchy song? Is it the boat ride? Or is it the topiaries? It's the topiaries. Hello and welcome back. It's Erin here from Disney Plant Queen. So what exactly is topiary and how does it relate to this super cute and iconic Disneyland ride? Keep watching to find out. Today we are wandering over to the far reaches of Fantasyland in the Disneyland Resort because we are checking out the plants on, you guessed it, It's a Small World. There is something so comforting about the familiar aquatic smell of this ride as you hop aboard your boat and sail off around the world. But on the way to said magical boat, you are going to pass by some pretty impressive landscaping features. So let's get into those, shall we? These topiary works of art were eventually incorporated into the exterior gardens of the It's a Small World ride in 1966. One of the Disney park's philosophies is to tell a story through landscaping, and here at Small World there's a lot of impressive and visually stunning feats that the Disneyland Horticultural team is responsible for, but this may be one of the most memorable. So what is topiary? Well, topiary is the art of clipping trees or plants into odd or ornamental shapes. And the topiary animals and creatures at It's a Small World were said to be inspired by Walt Disney's European travels, including Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen, Denmark, which actually served as the inspiration for many features at Disneyland. This type of sculptural landscaping is steeped in European tradition going back as far as 3,000 years. But this living garden art is definitely not for the impatient. It can take several years to achieve the desired shape as it is extremely slow growing. So, after Walt Disney decided that he must have these topiary creations, he asked the late Disney landscaping legend Morgan Bill Evans how could this be achieved at Disneyland in less than the usual time required, like years less. And here's how it's done. First, a mold is made of the character or animal. Next, a metal frame is sculpted and filled with moss and planting plugs, which are often tacked into place by hairpins. Then a bit of patience. As the new creations grow a little bit at a time, they are shaped along the way. Growing a typical character topiary shrub can take from 3 to 10 years for completion, depending on the size and complexity of the shape. Not only that, but these whimsical creatures are high maintenance and precarious, as the landscaping team knows that too much or too little water, too much fertilizer, or too little pest control could destroy all the many months of hard work in making them. Sculpting the topiary is a slow process. It is said that the plants are trimmed every 2 weeks in the warmer seasons and every month when it's cooler. Each installation is groomed by a Disneyland Resort topiary engineer who uses sheep shears to painstakingly groom the shrubbery because they are so sharp and they give the animals a great clean cut. But honestly, imagine the margin of error here. One little slip and whoops, you have a wonky ear or a sad divot. It's meticulous work. The in-process topiaries are generally trimmed for 3 to 5 years before they're ready for their close-up, and there's always a few backup topiary masterpieces waiting in the wings. If you look closely, you'll notice that the animals featured are not made from all the same plants. The ideal plants most commonly used for topiary at Disneyland seem to be fern pine, firethorn, and twisted juniper. If you think you have what it takes to try your hand at topiary, remember a few helpful hints. Topiary is fleeting and, if left unpruned, those forms return to their natural shapes. Clip often, at least every few weeks during the growing season, removing only a little bit at a time. Topiary is three-dimensional, so as you trim, view your creation from all sides. I have personal hedge-ruining experience, as when I was a kid I tried to shape some poor unsuspecting shrub in my yard. It looked terrible and there was absolutely no discernible animal shape. So I've given all the thunder to the topiaries, who are obviously the stars of this ride, but I must mention the supporting cast. Of course, I mean the flowers, like these gorgeous roses and this sea of wax begonias which are native to South America. These flowers are so beautiful, but if you decide to plant them at home, remember that ingesting of begonia plants is toxic to animals like cats, dogs, and horses. Well, thanks so much for joining me, friends, on this plant tour of It's a Small World. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any Disneyland plant and landscaping videos. And let me know in the comments if there's a Disneyland ride that you love that has awesome plants you'd like to learn about. Until then, see you soon, plant people!